Hi everyone. My name is Sarah. I am starting out my budget journey. I've been doing this for a couple months now and thought I would just jump on the bandwagon, I guess, and do some cash stuffing videos. I hope to continue to do them. It's just kind of up in the air right now. Um, to be honest, I am not a strict budgeter. I call it the zero-based budget, but it's not for me. Basically, what I end up doing is I've got my little workbook over here, and I'll, of course, write down my income, all of the bills and expenses that I have to come out, and then I try to keep our checking account at a certain amount. So each time we get paid, whatever amount I need to keep from this paycheck, um, to put our checking account back at that balance. I will set that aside, but I factor for it as an expense or a bill. So that's kind of how I end up with a zero amount down here when I total everything up, but it's just because I am counting that as an expense, just to keep our balance okay in our checking account. I am not strict with groceries. Of course, I'm trying to limit my groceries. Gas, that's kind of out of our hands right now. Thankfully, I don't drive much, so I basically only fill up, not even really fill up, just put a little bit of gas in my tank about once a month. And then my husband, he drives quite a bit, so um, he he ends up filling up quite a bit more, and it is pricey. So I don't try to budget it just because we have things that come up randomly. Getting my stepson, and that's a longer trip and whatnot. So that just comes out of, I should say, the gas portion just comes out of our checking account, and groceries as well. I don't try to do cash with groceries. I would like to. I would love to be able to do cash for that and really limit it. What I've been doing here lately is doing the online order with Kroger. That way I can kind of look through as I'm making my order. Okay, I want to try to stay under this much. And it makes it easier for me to make sure that I'm doing that at least. And of course, I can look for coupons and stuff while I'm on there shopping, and it's hard for me to do that in the store before going. So that's just kind of what I've been doing in that sense. So I will go ahead and I've still got my $5 in cash that I keep for, whatever reason. If I need to give somebody a couple dollars or whatever, then that's what that's for. And then I do give myself and my husband $20 each when we first get paid, and then another 10 the next week if we need it. And this is just for eating out or anything that we might just want to pick up on our way home or whatever. I only have $2 left. So this will probably just go into, I don't know, maybe my emergency fund or something. But I'll just set it over here to the side for now. But otherwise, I really don't put a whole lot of money in my wallet. I don't know. I would like to. I feel like it would feel pretty good, but I just don't. Okay, so enough of me blabbering. We'll go ahead and get into it. You guys, I know this is probably going to be all over the place, and I apologize. Again, this is new to me. I'm still new to the system, this whole budgeting system and whatnot. I have already changed up my system several times, and I will probably change it up several times more. You'll see my envelopes with the way that the zippers are. They're not, back and forth like I once had them, because I keep changing things up and switching which folder they're in. So you guys will just have to be patient with me, bear with me while I kind of get things down. But as the channel name suggests, I am impulsive. I change things frequently, which is part of the reason why I started to do this, because I want to not be quite so impulsive, and I want to be able to save up money and just kind of do things a little bit better for my family and for myself. So please, I hope you stick around. And if you like the video, like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll continue to make these videos and we can keep going on this journey together. So let's get into it. Today we should have $854 to stuff. 200, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 800. And my book's gonna get in the way, but that's fine. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Oh, that one's pretty bit up. Okay, so we do have our money the way that we were expecting it, so that is good. Okay, and I apologize, guys. I don't have a nice cash tray or a fancy setup or anything. I don't plan to get anything like that until I know I'm going to continue to make these videos. To me, it's just, you know, it was hard enough for me to buy these binders. But I am a visual person, so it did kind of make sense to me. But at the same time, like, I'm spending money to save money. What is this? Anyways, yeah, I don't plan to do, I would love one of those cash trays. I think they're so cute. It'd definitely be a lot cleaner looking and easier than what this is. But again, this does work just fine. So in the meantime, just bear with me. Okay, so we are going to move these out of the way here. We'll go into my purple binder. And to start out, for fast food, a lot of you guys are probably going to freak out when I say this, but I am budgeting for us $125. We tend to eat out a lot. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Then I did 2 10s and a 5. So was it in March when I looked over how much we spent on eating out? I was so sick to my stomach over it. I wanted to say it was like over $500. I mean, it was like high 500s just for eating out, and I couldn't believe it. It didn't feel like we had really spent that much. So to me, this is a big restriction for us because it's for 2 weeks, and we do pretty well with it so far. So let's just make sure we have what we think we have. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 25. So again, this will last us the 2 weeks for fast food. Oh, goodness. Okay. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I will take out my 20 and my husband's 20. I'll set that to the side. And we'll put those in our wallets here after a while. So that is done. Mamaw gets $150, and that was open as well. I pay her $75 every week. So I do it 2 50s, 2 20s, and 2 5s. That way I've got it exact for each week. I could pay her bi-weekly if I wanted to, or even monthly, but that's okay. And this, you know, my mom watches my son during the week. So we've got, this is going to be a difficult one, 50, 100, 20, 40, 45, 50. Sorry if that killed anybody, but I'm not straightening it back out to count it, just to put it back to how I need it again. So, okay, so we have $150 from Mamaw. I am finally going to get something in my envelope. I'm going to get $10. This is just a little mini savings for me if I want to get anything in particular. I usually don't. I struggle to buy things for myself really, but that's what that's for. So I have $10. My son's envelope is getting 15. I do pay my sister-in-law out of this about 20 bucks a month just because my mom watches him over at my sister-in-law's house, my brother and sister-in-law's, and so of course he's eating their food and whatnot, so this has just kind of helped to make up for that. And then I don't know if I want to just use this for, like, if my son needs anything like clothes or diapers or anything. I'm hoping we're on the verge of potty training, but or if I just want to use this as additional savings for Max. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do, but I'm just going to keep going with it, stuffing a little bit more than what I'm paying my sister-in-law until I kind of figure it out. So in here we now have 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we've got 25 in there. I just paid her 20 today, so household is just getting 5. This envelope is pretty much just going to be for anything that maybe needs fixed or replaced in our house. Again, like I've said earlier, this is newer for us, this whole system, and I actually depleted a lot of them to just pay something off really quick because I just didn't want to look at it anymore. So some of these are starting pretty fresh. So in household, I've got 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, a little bit saved for something is a little bit more than what I would have had. So I'm very glad that I found this system. Medical is getting 25. I have prescription eye drops that I have to take to keep my eye pressure down, and that costs 40 bucks a month. So I'm trying to put in more each pay to compensate, you know, enough for the eye drops, but I want to be able to do copays, larger bills, things like that. But the main thing is my prescription eye drops at this time. So we've got in medical 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 175. And guys, if I'm wrong on any of this counting, which I probably will be, hopefully I will catch it and put it up on the screen before before it's too late, or before you guys can start hitting me in the comments that, hey, you were wrong. But of course, if I am and I do miss it, please let me know so I can get it corrected. Of course, I'll always be appreciative of constructive criticism too. So guys, just let me know, you know, what you think. I know obviously I'm new to this again, and you know, it's weird when you're recording yourself and trying to explain what each of your envelopes mean, and you know, your method of doing things. And what's pretty funny, and you'll come to see, is I never, very rarely, I shouldn't say never, but I rarely stuff the same thing in about half of my envelopes. Each paycheck I feel like it changes, except for maybe my cash envelopes here, which is the majority of this binder. Most of the time those numbers are different each time I'm stuffing, so you never know what you're gonna get with me, I guess. So okay, anyways, moving on. Get away from here, quit talking. Okay, birthdays is getting $15. So birthdays now has 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. excited about that. I do need to use that here soon for my nephew. Holiday, I've decided to kind of put this one on the back burner and focus more on Christmas, since the other main holidays that, you know, would be a gift giving kind of holiday for us anyways, it tends to be Valentine's Day and Easter. Those are the main ones that I can think of off the top of my head. So I'm just going to hold off on that, put more into Christmas and try to get that funded up. So my husband, he will be getting $50 for his allowance, as we call it. So it's just a little bit extra on top of the $20 for food that I give him, because he does work in a prison. There's certain things that he can't take in there, obviously, and it kind of makes it a little bit harder sometimes for lunches if he gets stuck over, you know, and he needs to go and, or, you know, someone's going after food. Hey, here's some money, you know. So I try to give him a little bit more to compensate for that. So there's his money off to the side as well. I'll give that to him later. And then to help his dad out, if he needs it, I'm putting a little bit of money aside. Instead of, you know, him asking for help, and I feel like he's getting all of our savings, I figured I would put him into our budget. So in this stuffing, he's getting 15. So for his dad, we have 50, 60, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81. We've got 81 in there for him. And I'm hopeful he won't need it, you know, and this money will come back to us and I can put it somewhere else. But in the meantime, it's there in case he does need it. We're hoping his living situation is changing soon, so that'll get better for us. So that is it for this binder. Oh, I didn't write down that amount. Daggone it. Okay. And I'm not making an envelope for him because I'm hoping we won't need to do this. 50, 70, 8. Oh my gosh, 50, 70, 50, 60, 70, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81. Okay. Now we're done with that one. We'll set that to the side and we'll go into my yellow binder. Okay, and like I said, a lot of these are depleted and they're low, so I'm really hoping to get these beefed up soon. Car maintenance is going to get 20. So we've got 20, 40, 1, 2, 3. Page keeps moving on me as I'm writing. Okay. So 43. Car insurance. This 1,000 placeholder is for our insurance deductible. Our homeowners is 1,000, so I just put a placeholder in here so we know at least 1,000 is for our deductible. It's there, that's what it's for. The rest of this is for our car insurance. We pay 6 months at a time. I'm actually an insurance agent, so I always, you know, anticipate it being higher. Of course, we all hope it goes down. It doesn't happen often, but I am upping how much I'm putting in compared to what I just paid. So for this paycheck though, I'm putting in 60, and I've been working on this one for a while, so it's not like I obviously just started working on this. What did I say, 60? Okay, so in Travelers, we now have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 81. So 481. Let me double check my math on that. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 41. Okay, I was right. And I apologize to anyone who is bothered by my bills facing in all different directions. I don't really worry too much about that. I only care about if they are, you know, back and front. That's my main thing. So apologize, just bear with me. Okay, so Travelers is done. Spectrum for paying off our cell phones is gonna get 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll definitely be glad when this is done. That'll save us like 88 bucks a month on top of what I'm putting in these envelopes. So it'll be a relief, that's for sure. So in here, I've got 100, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 138. Pumpkin show, my favorite. It's getting $10. So basically this is for us to eat horribly for almost a week. If anyone is from Ohio, then you more than likely have heard about the pumpkin show. It takes place right downtown, very close to where I live. So we generally spend the whole time that it's here, we'll be downtown eating. So normally I don't plan for that. I would just power through, try to save up as much money as I can last minute for eating at the pumpkin show, because you know, fairs and stuff, like, they're expensive to eat or get drinks. So this time I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna start a little fund, see what I can come up with, and just kind of go from there. And that at least it takes a little bit off of it. So again, we'll definitely be down there pretty much all day, every day this year, I think, because I'm actually taking that time off work this year. So I love it. It's so much fun. So Pumpkin Show has 20, 30, 1, 2. Okay, and Christmas. Oh, this paper keeps moving on me. 32. Christmas is getting 75. This fund really needs some attention. Really needs some love. Make sure I'm pulling the right bills here. 75. Oh, okay. There we go. I'm a mess, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so for Christmas, we've got 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 106. That is a disgusting dollar bill. Okay, so 106 in Christmas. That's far enough away, but it feels like it is coming up so fast. I feel like this year is just flying. So definitely want to try to get that up. Oh baby, we are trying to put money aside for our next baby. We are not currently expecting, but we want to be a little bit more prepared for that time. And if anything, you know, just have some funds to help take care of, you know, when you just don't want to cook with a newborn, you know, things like that. There might be a couple things that we need to get. Obviously newborn diapers, and you know, if it's a girl, we have toddler that's a boy, so if it's a girl, we'd need some girl clothes, you know, things like that. So I figure, again, what I can put towards it now will at least help us a little bit, even if it's not fully funded or as much as I would like it to be. A little bit is better than nothing. So this envelope is going to get 30. I think it did. Yep, a 20 and a 10. So we now have $40 in here. Okay. And emergency fund is going to get $10. I just started this, hence why there's $2. And actually, we'll go ahead and put this in there as well. So let me correct this to 12 in emergency fund to add. And then that gives us 14. I know it's not much. I'd like to eventually have like 6 months of the mortgage and all the bills that we currently have. Hopefully some of them will be gone, but I'm still going to plan for them. But 6 months worth was like 10 grand. So that's a long ways to go. So of course, you know, I'm gonna start by aiming for 1 month and just kind of go from there. At some point I'll probably do a savings challenge, but right now with trying to pay off so many things, I keep getting tempted to just throw that money, not finish the challenge, but once it gets up to a good amount, I'm like, oh, I can pay this off now. So then I quit the saving challenge and pay something off, which is great. I mean, most of the time that's what that money is for, but I'd like to be able to complete a challenge at the same time. So I'm just not doing one currently. Again, I'm impulsive. Once I put something together that, ooh, you know, this and this adds up to, you know, what I need to pay, then I'm just a mess, absolute mess. Okay, this last binder doesn't have very much in it, but that just means we're almost done. And thank you guys for bearing with me. I know this is a long one. Okay, so this was my challenge envelope, and it is currently going towards a new deck. We've bought some of the wood already to build this deck, and we just need to save up for the rest of it. So that is what this is for right now until I decide to do another challenge. Then I can use this one again. So for deck, I now have 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, which is great because 340. My husband said he thinks it'd be around 700 to 800 for the wood for this deck, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how is it this much? But we'll make it work somehow, some way. Woe is me. This $10 challenge, if you will, is only going to get stuffed, at least for now, because I'm trying to put as much of my paycheck money towards all these categories. You know, I'm just gonna stuff this with leftover money from our eating out envelopes. From his wallet and mine. So if we have a 10 specifically left over, then I'm going to put it in here. If not, then whatever's left, the ones or whatever, will get put into other envelopes. But, or if, you know, I get gifted a 10 or, you know, something like that, then it can go in there. But I'm not going out of my way to fill this up. So we don't have anything for it. Student loans is going to get 10. I know it's on hold, and I actually somehow managed to get to where I technically didn't have a payment due, like my payment amount due for each month was $0. They were actually billing me for $0 because I'd overpaid so much on a specific loan. So it worked out pretty well, but now everything's on hold, no interest, so I'm not currently making any payments on it, but I figure I'm still going to put something in the envelope And then I figure, hey, if they end up forgiving these student loans, then whatever I saved in here can just come right back to me and go into something else. So I don't think I counted this, I'm sorry. So 20, 30, 41. I hope they forgive him. Of course, you know, I'm a firm believer also of I took out the loan, I'm gonna pay it back. And I have full intentions to. But you know what? Just once, I would like for the system to work for me. I feel like I always get screwed. No matter what I do. Preschool, so I'm prematurely saving up, maybe not prematurely, I mean, he's 2, so saving up for my son's preschool costs, the tuition, the supply fees, registration fees, things like that. So figured I'd get a jump start on that, and then, hey, if I can have the whole year's worth saved up, great. You know, if anything, if it's just a little bit of it, well, at least I got some of it. So for that, so far we've got 10, 21, 2, 22, which, hey, we're almost at the registration fee. I mean, little milestones, right? That's what it's all about. Right Pack Credit Union. Eventually we're gonna try to pay off my husband's car. Well, I don't know what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I have 5, and that's what this is getting. But I had written down that it was going to be a $5 bill. That is so weird. Okay, whatever. It's fine. We'll go with it. So there's 5, and $1 was already in there, so now we have $6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower priority right now just because I'm trying to get the deck funded and then get our cell phones paid off because it is a smaller balance, and then we'll tackle my husband's car payment. So, and then this is just holding my extra 1K placeholders. So, and that is, let me write in 6 here, that is the entire thing. So we are all done. I really appreciate it if you stuck around and watched this chaos. Hopefully I'll get better as time goes on. Please let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.